his name out? You didn't call the name out?
Do you want me to?
Yeah,
She's recording right now.
I am.
So she writes Charlie Kirk on the cup at Starbucks, and instead of calling the name out, she brought the coffee or whatever she ordered straight to her. I mean, I think that's excellent customer service, if you ask me.
Yeah, I think the customer wanted her to, got one for Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep. Why can't you say his last name?
What is happening? Why are you being like that, Jenna?
Why are you being like, yeah, why are you being like this?
No, why are you being
Yes.
like that to me?
Well, okay, why are you being like that to me?
You are being so rude to this girl.
I'm not.
She's crying and she brought your drinks too.
I actually am making a point, a big point.
Recording her.
Why are you trying to make a political point in Starbucks?
Yeah, I know.
I mean, let's say these two girls that worked at Starbucks are like conservative, right? And somebody comes in there and in there with like LGBTQ flags,
Right.
harassing the people that work at Starbucks because of their
Right.
LGBTQ and their left-wing beliefs.
Yeah.
That would be totally wrong, right?
I would agree, yeah.
Do you think Charlie Kirk would
Of course not. He wouldn't
approve with
do-
this behavior?
If Charlie Kirk was on her shoulder right now and he was an angel for her, he would say, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, I think she's trying to
She's definitely hurt, and a lot of us still are hurt about what happened to Charlie, but this is not the way to go about healing from that. You're just causing more heartache and pain.
yeah.
Setting her up for failure.
I actually wrote a very good post prior to this.
Crazy, man.
It's not. I wrote a very good post prior to this.
Okay? You did nothing wrong.
I wrote a really good post. I was really hoping you were going to make the right choice. It's not politics. A man spoke up for what he believes in and he got shot in the neck over it. And you couldn't stand there and call my name out. My name. But you called his name out.
She brought it to you.
But you called his name out. Couldn't call his name out. Called.
I mean, that's
She's making a valid point, but
no, but that's not her name.
yeah, I know. But there's women named Charlie.
Charlie Kirk?
I'm sure there's women out there, not Charlie Kirk, but there's women out there named Charlie.
Yeah, but that's
Like
not.
there's women out there named Ricky.
Yeah, but that's not her name.
Yeah, I know. And I'm pretty sure that barista knows that's not her name.
You're actually forcing speech on people.
Yeah, political speech. Yeah, she is. Yeah.
His name out. But
I don't know. This rubs me the wrong way. Maybe I'm just being liberal Keith today. I don't know.
No. She's trying to have a. I don't know. If you have the barista say his name out loud, how does that make you feel better? How did that make you overcome the trauma that you've experienced since the loss of his life? It's not going to help you. You're just trying to force people to say his name.
couldn't call his name out. No.
Yeah, you're actually forcing speech. Like when somebody wants me to call them her, him, and it's a guy.
Right.
I think you're forcing speech on me.
Yeah.
And I think you're forcing speech on them.
Yeah, in a roundabout way, yeah.
I mean, if I worked there, I would say, Charlie Kirk. I would be no problem with it. I have no problem with it.
But that the barista, the employee, has a problem with saying his name.
Yeah. What if somebody came in as a barista and they wrote some Barack Obama on the cup?
Right. And
I'm conservative. Now I just got to say Barack Obama, even though that's not who you are.
Right.
That's my point.
It's childish.
Well, people grieve in different ways, but I just think she's going about this.
Yeah, she's still dealing with a lot of...
You're looking for a confrontation from people.
Right. That barista is probably trying to avoid a confrontation. That's why she didn't say his name, because there's some crazy people out there.
That's why she brought the cup too, but she's probably left wing.
More than likely.
Yeah.
That's why.
Actually, I was setting him up for success because I wrote a really good report.
Was it Charlie Kirk?
Excuse me?
Is it Charlie Kirk?
It is Charlie Kirk.
Wonderful. But she was a really kind girl and brought you your drink.
It's the
Exactly. She brought the cup to her. She didn't have to call the name. She brought it to you.
Right.
That's why I said it's great customer service.
She probably did you a solid because she might be conservative. That's why she brought it out to you. I don't know. I'm just speculating, but this is just pedantic and childish.
Yeah.
Point. You guys came in after me. The place was completely empty. And you're making a scene. You didn't have to make a scene.
You're making a scene.
Yeah. Yes, she is.
Why don't you just write your name on the cup? Everybody knows you're not Charlie Kirk.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody, including that barista. I mean, Charlie is well known across the entire globe.
Yeah, I mean, conservatives would be pissed if some left-wing nuts came in and started writing all these left-wing slogans on cups and they wanted you to say them.
Yeah.
You think a conservative's going to say it?
Right.
I don't know.
It's a name. It's a policy that your company upholds. They came in after me. It was completely empty when I came in. That woman right there was the only person in here. I actually wrote you guys a really good review prior to getting this, saying what upstanding it was, how wonderful it was, hoping she would stand there and say my name. Charlie, just Charlie would have been fine because she said his name. So I was saying, okay, maybe it's just going to be Charlie. And I was thinking she'll say just Charlie. And I was rooting for her to just say Charlie. And what did she do? She brought me my drink.
Then our policy is to bring out the drink if we have.
Why'd she say his name? Twice. Not once, but twice.
I have no idea. I'm sorry. I'm sure it was just a misunderstanding.
No, it's not. It's bad policy. It's bad. And she said she doesn't believe in politics, but yet you're willing.
I've ordered coffee, and not every time do they call out my names.
Yeah, I know. They either call your name or they just set it right there on the end of the table for you to pick it up.
Yeah, or they'll just say, hey, your coffee's ready.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't work at Starbucks, but you went out looking for a confrontation, and you got it.
Willing to do this, and I wrote you guys such a good review in advance.
I really appreciate that, but it's not my policy. It's the company's policy.
It's not though, see, and that's the problem. And now I'm gonna have to go back, and I'm actually gonna post the good review that I wrote first, and then I'm gonna go and I'm gonna add this video to it to show that I wrote the good review first. I'm gonna leave the good review, and I'm gonna post this video to show what an ass she made of herself and how you came out and you did this, because this is, wow. I didn't talk to her. I'm actually talking to you. It's called freedom of speech. This is what Charlie Kirk died for. I am
All right, so she's grieving, and she's trying to stand up for Charlie Kirk, but I just think you're going about it the wrong way.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
customer, a paying customer, and I have not done anything. I am just sitting here.
But I'm in no position to tell people how to grieve, so.
Yeah.
You're going to ask me to leave because
This is not the way. You're just going to cause yourself more grief.
Yeah.
You're going to call the authorities? Are you serious? Wow. You're going to call the authorities because I asked somebody to say a name. I'm disturbing what? I'm disturbing.
I remember remember during the George Floyd riots, people's out there saying, say his name.
Right,
Just
right.
trying to make cops to say his name.
Right.
I don't really see this as any different. I really don't.
No. And she said it would have been just fine if they said Charlie. Charlie Hooch. It could have been any Charlie. You know, if she said if they would have just said Charlie, it would have been fine.
I mean, even if she says Charlie Kirk, what do you win?
You don't win anything. But just to go to show how pedantic this is, she said if you'd have just said Charlie, that would have been fine.
She brought the cup out to you.
Yeah.
This is the person who made the scene.
I asked you twice.
Okay, I'll go ahead and leave the video too. I didn't make a scene. I asked somebody to say a name. That's not making a scene. And I'm still not making a scene. Exactly what Charlie Kirk died for. This is what you all need to understand. It is called freedom of speech. It is getting shut down in America. And this young lady over here wanted to point out that freedom of speech is what is getting shut down.
I think people's definition of freedom of speech is not actually what it is.
Yeah, you're actually trying to force speech. Maybe the girl felt uncomfortable saying his name. A lot of people didn't like that man. Because of the lies and the people like to chop his videos and take things out of context and
Yeah, and
spin things. A lot of people don't really understand what the world lost when Charlie was assassinated.
Yeah. But freedom of speech is it protects your government from silencing you and throwing you in jail for speaking your mind.
Right.
That's what freedom of speech is.
Yeah.
Like just like you can't go to work and just cuss out everybody and say that's freedom of speech. No, you could still get fired for that.
Right. Like freedom of speech doesn't entail forced speech, like forcing people to say your pronouns or forcing them to say something that they don't agree with or they feel uncomfortable in saying.
Right.
That's not freedom of speech.
Like her idea of freedom of speech is like you can say whatever without any consequence. That's not what freedom of speech is.
Right, right.
Recording like it's a big thing. This is a public space, and we are not allowed to publicly record in a public space. People are allowed to do their work. They are allowed to have their workspaces. They're allowed to have their laptops open, and they're allowed to publicly broadcast, and they're allowed to do all these kinds of things. Here in Starbucks is a public place, but they are not allowed to ask for their name to be spoken out. So now at this point in the juncture, I have to stop the video, and I'm going to have to go on live. So we're going to go ahead and do that now.
Well, actually, it's open to the public, but you are actually on private property.
Yeah.
Oh, she's just grieving. She's going about it the wrong way. Charlie had like a Super Bowl funeral. It's bigger than Super Bowls.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of people there.
I don't know. I don't agree with her, the message or what she's trying to do here. I was like, it's just so trivial. It doesn't, you're not going to gain anything by it, but a headache.
Yeah.
And they're threatening to call the cops on you now.
Yeah. She was looking for a confrontation, and
Yeah.
I think she was being disingenuous. That's why you wrote on the cup to begin with.
Right.
Because I've seen a lot of people do that at other Starbucks.
Right.
And the baristas don't call her his name.
Right. Right.
So she knew what she was getting into. And now she's playing innocent. Like, I wasn't trying to cause a confrontation.
Yeah.
Which you were.
Yeah. Freedom of speech is not forcing people to say certain things you want. That's not freedom of speech. That's actually fascism. And the left is really good at it.